All right, welcome back. You got a sneak peek of the menu here, but of course we couldn't leave you folks without seeing the actual pizza because I'm sure there would be mobs in the street. But I'm going to be joining Chef Aaron here to walk through making a pizza. The one that we're aiming to do today is the PB&J, but we'll find out more. So come on down. Chef Aaron, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, good, good. What do we have here? What's going on here?
We are going to build a pizza. So this is our 10-inch size. We do pizzas in both the extra large 16-inch and then we do a 10-inch as well.
Oh,
so
awesome.
We've got our lovely sourdough crust here.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And we started on a pizza screen.
Okay.
And then it gets finished off right on the deck.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Gives us that nice crisp on it.
Ooh. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I told the folks at home that we're aiming to do a PB&J. Can you tell us a bit about that pizza?
So the PB&J, like you had mentioned earlier, does not have any peanut butter or jelly in it. The PB&J stands for pineapple, bacon, and jalapeno. So it's kind of like our twist on a Hawaiian pizza with a little bit of spice to it.
Ooh, that's nice.
So this is our classic tomato sauce. We do all of our sauces in-house.
Oh, wow.
Fresh all the time. We have two kinds of tomato sauce. We have both our classic and we also do a fermented tomato sauce, which is quite fun as well. Okay. We're going to slide on down to our cheeses here. So the PB&J gets a mix of both mozza and cheddar. Makes for a fun little combo. Get that all on there.
And that is looking like a very pretty pizza so far.
We aim to please, you know, you eat with your eyes.
Yeah,
we do like a pretty pizza around these parts. All my staff will attest to the fact that I'm always asking them if they've made it pretty enough. So we've got our cheeses on there, and now we will start assembling all our components. So we've got our jalapenos, and we like to load these guys up because, especially when it's such simple, it's pineapple, bacon, jalapeno. We want to make sure you get a good bite of that in every piece.
Amazing. And do folks sometimes, if they're not so spicily challenged, ask for them to be removed? Or
we have gotten people who will order just the P and the B.
Oh.
For sure. But I think overall people kind of like the twist on the Hawaiian. I actually had a guy in the other day, he's like, I don't even like Hawaiian pizza, and this is like the best thing ever.
Perfect.
So we've got our jalapenos on there. Next up we've got our bacon. Get a crumble of that all over.
And look at that crumble.
There we go. I had one guy order this the other day, and he spent half the time looking for the peanut butter on the pizza still. He just could not compute that.
See, that would have been me as well. I'm like,
it really
there's no
did baffle
peanut butter
him.
here. I'm being
It really
duped.
did baffle.
Yeah.
And last up, we've got our pineapple all over. And then the thing that kind of jazzes this guy up is we make our own jalapeno hot honey in-house.
Oh.
So it adds a little bit of that sweet heat to every bite, which I absolutely love. And we add it before we cook, so that sweetness kind of dispels itself over the pizza.
Nice.
It mellows the sweetness a little bit, so it's just kind of this like lovely experience we have with that. So this is our jalapeno hot honey that we make, and we just do a drizzle of that. And then that bad boy gets fired in the oven.
Wow. That's looking extra. Wow. It does look very pretty. That's the thing. It's like it does look beautiful. It's like something I'm like, oh, I don't know if I would be so scared to go bang bang because I'm like
Should I fire it in?
Oh yeah, please.
So it goes on our peel here. Like I said, it starts on our screen and then it comes off and finishes directly on the deck, so you get that nice crisp on the bottom. Ooh. So that guy goes in like that, and it comes out looking like this.
Yes, we decided to give you some movie magic here, in that we won't make you wait for a pizza to cook, but Chef Aaron's gonna cut it up, and boy, this thing looks amazing.
There we have it, our PB&J.
That's beautiful. So, folks, as you know, our resident food taster and eater is currently holding the camera. I'm going to have to tag her in to try it out because you folks always love the Rekha reaction to when she has food, so I guess you'll get Rekha now.
Perfect. All right. I'm out here doing the job that I was meant to do,
Yes,
the job I was born to do. Truly, if I had an acceptance speech, it would be something like this. It is an honor to accept this PB&J from you, Erin. Especially when I know for a fact that you have great hospitality experience, chefing it up out here. Give her some space, she's cooking it up, and here it is. Beautiful, gorgeous, jalapenos in your mouth. Okay, okay. About to be in my mouth. Let's go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. Woo.
The cheese pull. It's all about the cheese pull.
Oh my God. That is so good. Oh my God. That is amazing. That is delicious. That is the PB&J, which I still can't wrap my head around because I still keep thinking PB&J.
I know.
But it's so, oh my God.
Do you want to tell the wonderful folks at home the flavors that are hitting right now? If you do, that's fine.
That cheese, the mixture of cheeses is so good. Like, truly delicious. I love that the jalapenos are giving flavor and not as much like crazy in your face spice.
Yeah.
And my favorite, dare I say, is the pineapple. Oof. The pineapple is really doing it for me right now. Like, absolutely delicious. I like the freshness of your guys' tomato sauce. That's wonderful as well. And I gotta say, the sourdough, it's really hitting it. It's really doing its job. It really knows what it's doing. And I can't remember if you guys covered this or not. Why sourdough?
So I love that, like, when you make your own pizza and it has that long proof time, it already improves that sort of, it's the flavor profile and the digestibility. When you add sourdough into the mix, that makes it even better. So partly it is a flavor profile thing, but I also love that it makes them even more digestible. Like you were saying, you know, it's not that greasy feeling. I also find, you know, even when you eat a bunch of it, you don't feel that same heaviness that you feel from other pizza doughs. So it's kind of just like the best of both worlds. You get really good flavor, really good texture, and it also just feels a little bit better on the tongue, even though it still is comfort food.
Oh, it's so good. Like, I love, like, when you talk about texture, wonderful, because yeah, you're getting that like really nice like crunch, and it's like this perfect there's like a perfect thinness and a perfect almost like, I think you guys had mentioned earlier, the poofiness.
Yeah, you get a little poof.
So nice on the crust. It's definitely kind of like, it almost brings you back to when you get to choose the kind of pizza you want as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, that kind of almost sets your course in a way. And I always wanted to try thin crust, and I just didn't really understand it. And then I started eating thin crust and loved it, and now this is the thin crust. Like, capital T-H-E, the fn'za, like, literally the best.
And like,
yeah.
I wanted to say, watch this. See, finger goes. That pizza was just there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't that? They never guess it, and Rekha's loving it because like the interview questions are out the window. She's just
Like, where are we? We're in the perfect place right now.
I wanted to say, Chef Erin, obviously you are of the mindset that pineapple belongs on pizza.
Very
Can you
good.
say that question again?
Sorry, I was gonna repeat it. Chef Erin, you're of the mind that like pineapple does belong on pizza. Then I wanted to throw one to you. What do you think doesn't belong on pizza?
Doesn't belong on pizza?
That you're like, I'm never doing that.
Honestly, my favorite question to ask is, will it pizza? And it almost always does. So I don't know if there's anything that doesn't belong on pizza.
Okay. Well, that's a good counter. I love it. But like, yeah, pineapple's always interesting because like,
It's
we'll have-
divisive, for
yeah.
sure.
The traditionalists are like, absolutely not. And then I have it and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, no, I like it. It's sweet.
You know what I don't think it is, just an opinion. I think that because we grew up with that weird texture of pineapple, where sometimes it's almost stringy, I think that's what pushes people away from it, because the flavor profile of pineapple is delicious.
Totally.
And like that, the cooked pineapple, almost like the sugar is almost caramelized in a way, and it gives it a really nice flavor. But with like the way you guys have done your pineapple, or the way you've put it in the oven, I don't know what kind of magic twirly things. The texture of the pineapple is delicious. It's got this perfect softness, the perfect amount of like juiciness, that kind of like almost like if you were to do a cherry tomato, where it just like pops in your mouth so nicely. So there is something to be said about like not liking pineapple on pizza, but I honestly just think it's a texture thing, and this fixes all of that. The PB&J at fn'za fixes any possibility that you would not like pineapple on pizza, and I will make that direct quote. Pineapple belongs on pizza, honey. Direct quote from Rekha and Gabby.
Chef Aaron, I wanted to ask, and maybe you can't let us in on this, but since you always ask yourself, will it za, is there a pizza in the works or on the horizon?
There are so many pizzas in the works. My brain is constantly, I have a running note in my phone that's always like, ooh, we could this, we could this, we could this. It's just a matter of getting it out there.
Okay.
But there's lots of pizzas in the works.
Anything that sneak peek might be on the horizon?
One that might actually contain peanut butter.
Oh, actually. Oh my God. A peanut butter.
I need a pizza that has peanut butter on it. I do have to give a little shout out to one of our favorite places on White Ave that does a PB&J burger, and it lives like rent free in my mind. So
I love that.
I do have to say, if you guys did a peanut butter pizza, oh my God,
that'll be my first call.
Amazing. Yes, please. I need to be there, and I would probably order so many of them, because there's something wonderful about peanut butter on like a savory dish.
Truly.
So good. Yes.
Truly.
So I don't know if Gabby asked you this, but do you have a personal favorite that you want to bring to life?
Like on the menu now, or
maybe something that is, well, I guess something that's in the works, which Gabby asked about.
Stealing my
But
questions
is there some? I'm just piggybacking. Okay, I'm just coming along for the ride. Is there like your dream pizza? Maybe not like, maybe you can't name the ingredients, but flavor profiles.
we've got some cool stuff that we would like to put into the works that is almost going like a surf and turf vibe, but real bougie. And that's all I'll say about it.
Say less. Say less. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You just completed real dreams for me, or put more in there, like anything. Anything that is surf and turf. I am there. Peanut butter and surf and turf. It's like,
We're on it.
it's like your perfect like meal pizza and second meal pizza. Wonderful. All right, here you go.
Chef Aaron, you'd mentioned that like prettiness is one of the things that you make sure that your staff are always like on top of. What is your kind of go-to standard for being like, yes, this passes, it's going out the door? Or I don't want to say like the bear where like it's tossed immediately in the, you know, like, but what is your go-to of like, it has to contain this, otherwise we have to refire?
Yeah, I mean, it's a few different things. It's partly like the cook on the crust, because obviously because it is, you know, a sourdough that it's like a living product, and it's a deck oven, so it is like both an art and a science. It's kind of a spectrum of what we look for on cook, so making sure that we're getting a nice color on there, we're getting a nice crisp, and it kind of lives in that realm where we like it to live. But each pizza can have like a little bit of a different zhuzh, just depending on the dough that day, the cook that day. But a nice crisp on the crust, really nice color on the crust, and just visually, like that's one of the first questions I was always asking my staff at Open, was like, if we look down at it, is this a pizza we would be excited to get? Like that's always the question.
And it hits all of those things. Like, again, it looks magnificent. Chef's kiss, as they say.
All right, so, sorry, I'm staring at this pizza and it's calling my name. Anyway, so, focus. I just want to say thank you so much, Erin, for having us in fn'za, and thank you so much for being our grand finale here.
Yes, thank you so much for coming. This is awesome.
Oh my God, yes. And I honestly, so thankful for Spilt, for bringing us over here. Joanne Pierce, thank you so much for bringing us out here, because I gotta say, sorry, Pearson. Yes, there we go. Thank you so much for bringing us out here, because I feel like this is the dream pizza place that I've been looking for my whole life. So Erin, can you let people know where they can find you on social media, and also your guys' store hours?
Yeah, so you can find us on Instagram at fn'za, fn'za.wtf. That's also our website, and you can order online directly through the website as well. And we are open Tuesday to Sunday, 11 to 11.
So, you know what that means. You need to get down here as soon as possible, because absolutely delicious. It will literally change your life. So thank you so much again, Erin, for having us.
This was awesome.
And thank you guys for joining us. This is On Location with Rekha and Gabby. I'm Rekha, Gabby's behind the camera, and thank you so much.